Greetings. I'm Mr. Ilg. I'm the director of the Highland High School Choir Department. I'm glad to see you. Glad you're here. A lot of questions you might have, and let me tell you right now, the answer to a lot of it is we're not sure. When are our concerts? What will our concerts be like? We don't know. Outdoors with a crowd, outdoors without a crowd, and filmed with the recording being sent home to families. Indoors with masks and no crowd and filmed. Students turning in video recordings to create a virtual choir. I don't know, but I do know this. We'll perform. We get to be together. We get to rehearse. And we'll find ways to perform in places. It'll be very different. Maybe different choirs on different nights and different locations. Who knows? But we're investigating it so that we can perform and you can get to hear the students sing. I want to draw your attention to something, though. There's a resource that'll be particularly important this year, and that is that students will be practicing at home, and sometimes they'll have to turn in videos. Because we're singing in the auditorium, but we're wearing masks and we're socially distanced, which is 8 feet apart for singing, which means 4 empty chairs between every student in the auditorium, an empty row between every row of students, and then each student is in the gap between the students that are in front of them. It's hard for me to hear them. It's hard for them to hear each other. And normally I would just be able to assess how they're doing by listening to them during a rehearsal. But right now it's very hard for me to hear them, so very often I'm going to have them turn in video recordings of just little snippets of them singing so I can make sure that they understand and that things are going well and I can do some coaching. Well, a great way to do this is I will provide XML files of all their songs. XML files are music files that can be read by a computer program, and I want to show you what it's like. There are many of these programs out there. I'm going to recommend you a free one called MuseScore. Let me take you to my screen for a moment now. All right, MuseScore. This is what it looks like. It's a free download, and I've got a piece right now called up from Added Attraction. They can see their entire score here, and if I start right here, for example, and play, it's a little loud, so I'm going to turn down the volume. Now, suppose a student says, I have a hard time with one particular note, getting from this note to that note. Well, you can click on a note, and it will play it. That's that note. And then over to here. That's that note from here to there. And you can hear individual notes. You can change the speed at which it's playing. If something goes by too fast, you can slow it down. You can change the volume. But the beauty is you get to see your music and you get to know exactly where you are in the music after you hit play right here. And there will be recordings of all the parts together, but also parts individually. This will become really important as students are at home. Maybe they're homesick, maybe they're on vacation, maybe they're home for a 2-week quarantine, but also just for them to have a recording that they can sing along to when they need to send me things. I'm really looking forward to this year. I'm looking forward to interacting with you. Hope that I can maybe talk with you during our conference time. Send me an email. I think we're going to have a great year, a different year, but still a great year. Thanks for being here. I'm looking forward to working with your kids, and here we go. Let's have a great year.